Alright, thank you very much for clicking on the video. This is Gulpain, just back with a quick PSP review here. And this one is Capcom Classics Collection remixed. So there's two Capcom Classic Collections. You got remixed and reloaded. And this one doesn't have Street Fighter on it, which is unfortunate. Well, it has Street Fighter 1 on it. The worst of the Street Fighters. So this one has a few games on it, but I don't know, this one isn't really that good, I don't think. It's like, again, if you're a fan of the arcades in the 90s, I think, or the 80s, I think you'll love this collection. But I mean, how many PSP owners, you know, are fans of the arcades in the 80s? I don't know. It's still, I bought it, like, so just to see what it was like. I got a very good deal on two of these on eBay. Like, I think they're like £8 each or something, so pretty good. So some of the games on this: Bionic Commando. I'm not really familiar with these. Black Tiger, Block, Captain Commando. I thought Avengers was actually, that's why I picked it. I was like, ooh, Avengers. I thought that was actually the Avengers game, like as in like Marvel's Avengers, but it's not. It's like some sort of like weird, I don't even know how to describe this game. It's like a phone game. So it's like, it's on my iPhone, and then you break into like a cemetery, is it? And then you just like, you have to punch and kick. You have to beat the living hell out of a load of the same person. Are they zombies or something? I'm not 100% sure. Again, I'm not an expert in any of these games. I'm just giving them a go and just giving my opinion on them. So that one is strange because you just beat the hell out of people. It's not too bad. I tried one of the shooters as well, Vart. So this one is, it actually looks pretty good, and I like when you can scroll to the side, so you're not just caught in the, you're not stuck in the center, and then whatever comes in you have to just destroy it. You can actually go to the side and get away from you know, some of the bullets and stuff. But I don't know, this one was okay. It's I don't know, you probably could play it, but not really that great. And then there's one that has 3 games in it as well, which they're like, there's a puzzle game, an action game, and an adventure game, which I thought was interesting, and I never heard about it before, so I tried one of them. And it was just like a side-scrolling sort of. Again, I want to compare these games to other games, but they're their own games, so I shouldn't really do that. But it's kind of like Metal Slug or something, like a really bad version of Metal Slug. It doesn't have the same kind of comedy appeal as Metal Slug has, or you know, even kind of similar to Ghouls and Ghosts. This one, where kind of you just run to the right, shoot, and you know, collect stuff, and one-hit death and all that. It was alright. The best game on this by far is Final Fight. You know, Final Fight is a fantastic game. In order to play Final Fight though, a 2-player, you'd have to have 2 different PSPs. I have 2 PSPs, but I don't have a link-up cable, or do I know anyone that wants to play this with me on PSP, so I just had to play it myself. But Final Fight, I never get sick of Final Fight. I can play it over and over again. Really, really great game. You know, the kind of granddaddy of all the games. So that's it then. It's got a few good games, but I'd say the other version of Capcom Classics Collection Reloaded is actually better than Remix, because this one still has a 1940 game on it, which is, I don't know why they constantly put those. Like, I don't really see the difference between those 1943 games either. They all seem the same to me. I know like the graphics are better, and you know, the speed is a bit faster as well, but I don't know. There's a few of these that I need to try as well. Quiz and Dragons, Mega Twins, Magic Sword is actually a very good game. That's really good. Legendary Rings is another shooter. I don't know what Last Duel is. Forgotten Worlds is another shooter. Captain Commando is I think that's a sideward scrolling beat 'em up, so I'll have to try that as well. And Bionic Commando is the one where you can't jump, I think. Anyway, so that's Capcom's Classic Collection Reloaded. So the last one I'm going to try here, just before I sign off, is the arcade version of Strider. So Strider, I'm very familiar with the Mega Drive version of Strider because I played it a lot of times, but the arcade version, I think I've only played it a couple of times, and this is the arcade version here, I believe. So, you know, because I'm so used to the Mega Drive version, I can, you know, play it away. But it's very, very strange to play the arcade version as after playing the Mega Drive version for so long, because the arcade version is actually so much better. Even though the Mega Drive version is kind of, you know, the go-to one. So that's the PSP Capcom Classics remix there. So if you played it, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios.